Before I start, I bet my whole life in my big green tractor that my nigga was trying to do the law of attraction, but he doing it wrong. He don't know what he doing. So before I came out here talking all kinds of shit, I felt like I had to at least kind of understand what he was doing. Before I came out here, I was gonna watch what happened. And this is a clear case of not knowing how the law of attraction and all this shit works. You just think you're a god when you first find out about it. I'm not even here to talk shit about it. I'm here to pick out some shit that I can talk about. The most important to me is being comfortable with being misunderstood. The past 6 months has been the biggest shift in my head. The way I approach things and how I choose to do things, it's more about who I want to become than it is what I want to do or what I want to have or who I want to be with or any type of shit like that. And I realized when you're becoming who you want to become, you do things that nobody will understand that you're doing, and it's not worth the time to even try to explain it to them or even try to get them to just be okay with it. Sometimes you just gotta know how to trust your gut and understand that what you want is exactly what you need, and don't ever think what you want, like the biggest thing that you want, is going to be the last thing that you want. As soon as you get that, it's going to be something else, completely different, same thing but bigger. Don't ever think that you're gonna get finished trying to get something. And that's part of the reason it became more about who I am than what I do, and understanding that if you're not asking somebody for advice or like a question, and if they're actually just trying to tell you what you should be doing, understand that they're telling you things from their perspective and they're using their gut for you, which will never work. You have to trust your own gut for what you want to do. Once you realize who you really want to be and once you start moving into it, you'll realize soon that you're the only one that will ever understand anything that you're actually trying to do. You just can't explain to everybody everything you're trying to do all the time. You can't do that. You can't even do it with one person. Not that you can't learn from other people, but doing what you feel is the right thing to do. You can't let other people's opinions or advice, or even if they're trying to help you or if they're trying to steer you the wrong way, you kind of just gotta understand that you know best for you. But don't make the decision up here. You gotta make the decision with how you're feeling about it. Like, how does it make you feel to do this or go this way or go to this place or all that kind of shit? You kind of just gotta feel it. You can't plan it out because the universe is way too unpredictable. I know exactly how Fousey is feeling, and over time he's gonna get out of this. As long as he keeps expanding his desire and wants and shit, he's gonna realize how like minuscule shit like numbers and going viral, he's gonna realize how minuscule it is in the bigger scheme of things. Obviously he's still gonna want shit like that, but he's gonna realize the fun part about it is how much you grow as a person, as far as skills, character, you know, all that bullshit. That's more fun than anything. I love looking back 6 months ago or a year ago, looking how I think now versus back then. That's the funnest shit ever to me. And then imagine 5 years from now versus how I was 5 years back then, looking at the comparisons, and I don't even know what I'm like 5 years from now. That's the fun part for me. Of course I'm still trying to do stuff that involve numbers and involve money, because that's just the world we live in, but I'ma still have way too much fun becoming a better person. Like, that's just the funnest part about it. Seeing what happens, seeing what I do, how I feel about it, having fun, like just not worrying about the shit. All this shit gets a lot easier when you love who you are but don't need nobody to know who you are. At this point in my life, nobody understands a single fucking thing I do, and I just gotta deal with that. I just gotta put how they feel about what I'm doing aside and keep growing on what I think about myself and what I think about what I'm doing, and actually be doing what I want to do. Over time, it'll be easier and easier to do that because I'll just be more successful at it. That's the only way I can approach this life, because that's the only way I know how to live it. I'm way too fucking different from the traditional path that people want me to go down that I can't like even pretend like I'm that. At this point, I just gotta live with it, accept it, and embrace it at this point. Hopefully y'all got something that y'all wanted to hear out of that. I had a good time talking about this. This made me feel a little bit better. I hope y'all feel good or empowered or a little more self-confident. So yeah.